It was a cloudy Thursday where Dinkabui decided to go into his nearest OTS store and buy 3 copies of a structure deck in preparation of the YCS in Birmingham in January of 2025. It's February 2025.
I can confirm I was with him on that day. we decided together. No, it's so funny to see. Fire King has definitely had its prime with the Snake Eye cards together. It was a really, really popular deck for a lot of months, but now Dinkabui is there, not even running the Snake Eye cards. It's a pure Fire King deck. And there is an Effect Veiler meeting the Dormouse from Steven right away. Okay, but Steven seems very, very ready to go on.
Into the link decoder.
All right, do we have a BYSTIAL in hand to follow
He
that one up?
surely has one, yeah.
And now this Effect Veiler is basically...
And we are
negated.
now to the point where there will be 3 monsters in the field, which is a really key point for MALIS, because then they will be able to go to the link 3. For example, the Art Scriptor, of course, but basically it's more the 2 other links that search the field spell
Red
and
Ransom.
that banish from the grave.
Red Ransom is now going to add on Chainlink 1, the Malice and Underground, but it's also very important that we linked off into Link Decoder because this one is now going to special summon itself back out, allowing further plays there without using the field spell to play around further hand traps. And there's another effect.
Yeah, there's Veiler.
And he didn't announce the Link Decoder.
You're right. That stays in the graveyard there. And maybe Steven realizes now, oh, he's putting it on top of the graveyard. But no, I think Dinkabui is doing it again. Just bringing a basically structure deck to a tournament and now stopping one of the most popular decks in the entire format.
Quarter century difference here. And there is going to be Kirin in the end of main phase, I
believe
suppose. This is a main phase card, right?
This is still in
Alchemix is being
Steven's turn.
destroyed.
Trying the Alchemix.
Oh, and Ponyx reveals
Then there is
just
Ponyx as well.
everything down here is showing, hey, I'm playing full-on structure deck. Fire Kings are in the house. Steven is thinking, what is happening? Why didn't I think of this?
Yeah, and it's actually so interesting because this didn't really happen too often when the Fire King Snake Eye deck was a thing, but now with Dinkabui, he's just running so many copies of those cards, so it will very often be the case that he's just opening multiple cards, like multiple cards of a combination of Ponyx and Kirin like we just had here, or he's running free Ponyx, he's running free Garunix, he's running free Kirin, he's running free of all of them.
This is the whole package. This is the whole package, and it makes things happen like that more often, which is great here. But we can talk a little bit more about what Stefan did, of course, because with this other body that he wanted to have at first, Link Decoder, he would maybe have been able to go further, but that's heartbreaking for him right now because he's seeing a lot of fire monsters. He's ending his turn, and Dinkabui is starting with already 3 monsters on the board.
It's fire all over again, right? We thought the Snake Eye times are over, but Dinkabui, after the deck was so popular, has now decided it's just fitting for him. Now we go for the Skyburn, immediately trying to get rid of the
Red
Link
Ransom.
monster, the Red Ransom.
And you can pop 2 cards, right? You can destroy multiple cards here. Impermanence is being chained on the Ponyx.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, sure enough.
Yep, and now the Kirin... Oh, we're not even destroying the Red Ransom. Playing around.
No cards left in Stefan's hand, I think. I don't see any.
And we
Does
get
he
out
have
the
one?
Alchemix.
I think there might be one last card for
card,
Steven, but it's
maybe.
definitely not much. Yeah, there's at least
there
one.
is one last card.
Okay,
It's gonna
now we
be
can just
enough.
use, I mean, we didn't even need to destroy there with the Skyburn because we could just now use the Graveyard Effect of Kirin, which we destroyed because it was already on the field, to bring back the Alchemix, to also destroy the Red Ransom in the process. Dinkabui is living life right now, as per usual in this tournament.
And Garunix is being searched out from the deck, special summoning itself. This is going to be absolutely phenomenal. We pack up on the side of
over.
Steven. We didn't summon Link Decoder. We go into game 2.
Dinkabui, for a reason, is just maybe the most creative deck builder I'm saying in Europe, but maybe all over the world, right? He's just surprising people every single time, bringing something super creative. Last time in Bologna, he was involved in that circle of people bringing that Kashtira Fiendswift deck, which was also revolutionary to that tournament. But of course, in the end, it looked a lot more meta because he was part of a group. But now this time, he decided, yeah, I'm just going to do my own thing again.
I don't want to be that guy, okay?
Okay.
But you're saying creative deck builder.
Okay.
He literally just took 3 structure decks and put them together.
He's great because it seems to work now.
It works well. This is an absolutely insane meta call as well. I mean, he has proven that he is one of the absolute goats of the game.
Yeah, I think
so this is criminal.
Funnily enough, we traveled together on first day. We were on the same plane, and then we actually had the chance, because we had some time left, to play against each other. So I knew about it before, and the first game we played against each other, he went first, and he just... His end field was just like a Runix and an Olkanix, and I was laughing at it, being like, what is that? And he went, bro, what have you cooked?
And did you win that game?
I did not win that game, of course.
So it worked.
It did work very consistently, actually, and it works here again in Birmingham in the tournament. 3-0 in the tournament, starting very well into the second game now as well. And the funny thing is, the one thing he was concerned about was what he called the MALIS problem. He was really concerned with the MALIS matchup and how to, like, get a grip on that deck, because of course when you play against that deck, especially game one, it's really tough to stop it. Yeah, apparently we have solved it.
Yeah, absolutely. And he has some answers in the side deck. Maybe we will be able to watch it in the game too, especially because even if Stefan didn't have the chance to play a lot of cards, he let his opponent know what he was playing, which might cost him some games later on, because there are a lot of cards for this matchup.
We came prepared.
Said this before, MALIS wants to win game one. Because you have to adapt. Like, you're not really side decking against your opponent's deck. You're side decking to prevent the side deck cards most of the time in the MALIS strategy, or you're siding against other MALIS decks with your own Lanceas or Meowls. But yeah, if you lose game one, you're in a tough spot, because Dinkabui is siding so many good cards against the deck.
Indeed. And I mean, to be fair, the pure Fire King deck, it was never even really that popular, right? Like, all the time, they used the Snake Eye cards together with it, and it was a completely different deck, if we're being honest. But now...
There was one YCS, Bologna, the one that Joshua Schmidt won with the BYSTIAL Runic deck.
It was the one and only
that was just when the structure deck was released, right?
There were no Snake Eye cards, and we had like 4 Fire Kings in Top Cut.
True.
Completely... That was crazy to us.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. So just at the beginning, before the Snake Eye cards even had the impact, you're right. That was definitely true. But I mean, wait, maybe they have played a couple of Snake Eye cards in there, though, right?
Are they out there?
Because I mean, Rescues was played and was in the finals against Josh, so definitely they had some Snake Eye cards with that as well, I'm pretty sure.
Not all of them, not all of them.
Popular
there were
probably, right?
Like 2 schools. Basically, some of them wanted to play some Snake Eye cards, but some of them just really wanted to keep it pure, because they saw that it was enough to get rid of the opponent, basically.
Keeping it pure is what Dinkabui is doing with his Fire King deck this tournament, this match, and the players are ready for game number 2. So back into the match we go, over to the table. There we have them, and actually here in the crowd, in the venue, I saw some people just shaking their head when they saw what Dinkabui was bringing. Because like, how is he doing it every single? How is he getting away with bringing those decks to a tournament and performing with them like crazy? But now it's going to be on Steven again first, hopefully enjoying a better going first turn, starting it off with a set card. Not necessarily a bad side for the MALIS deck, of course. And there is White Rabbit now.
Yeah, this is really interesting, because it already starts better than the first game, because here he has probably like a card which is set. It might be a trap card, and for the MALIS players, it is a great way to get away when you get interrupted. So it started better, and here we can see the White Rabbit resolving, which is great.
I mean, we can look at the hand. We see that Called by the Grave is also there in case of a Lancea. However, we see our own Lancea there.
Okay, interesting. So would you go for probably a crossout target if you ask me? Yeah, there's crossout.
That's a very, very good point.
I don't think it has many applications against a Fire King deck in general, but
great draw, Steve.
For that case, probably kind of fine. TB11 is activated, brings the Dormouse to the field.
And everything is going well for now, because Dinkabui doesn't have anything. So Stefan is going to go through. He's going to summon back the White Rabbit. So this is the second body over there.
Steven can just play. This time, if he remembers all of the effects that he wants to activate, which was, I mean, if you're sitting in the featured match against Dinkabui, there is a lot my pressure.
Then he's going to be Dinkabui is thinking on the Summon of Blizzard. Oh, there's the Chaos Hunter! Oh my! And of course, we said there is plenty of answers to the cards like Meowth and Lancea. Specifically this card, but guess what? It cannot answer a Chaos Hunter coming to the field.
Designator that. I think this is one of the reasons for Dinkabui to play this over something like a Meowth, because he just goes, hey, they're going to cite some answers to that, so I'm going to basically just answer the answers with another answer. Lots of answers here. This is just a past turn here. Chaos Hunter.
There is
and
no
Chaos
way.
Hunter has another huge bonus over something like Meowth or Lancea. It sticks to the field.
Oh,
This
yes.
is not a, oh, I hope I'm going to get another turn for Steven. This is a massive problem, and I have no way to get rid of it at the moment.
Dinkabui just always finds the right answers, and this time we just discarded that Ulcanix and have that Chaos Hunter on the field, which is Macrocosmos. No, basically the opposite of Macrocosmos.
Yeah.
Imperial Iron Wall, right? But it is going to be what Dinkabui needs here.
Quickly, give me a YCS that was won with Chaos Hunter in the main deck or in the side deck.
Oh, that's a tough call. It must have been a while ago, that's for sure. How long ago? Can you give me like a
Was it
little
in
hint?
London?
Was it London?
So I don't remember if it was in that London, but it was a UK one.
It was a UK one. Was it the Burning Abyss one? No. Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
50 cards, even main deck.
Oh, but we just
Versus
go into the
ABC.
battle phase. Look at that. Dinkabui apparently
Wow.
no starter attacking over the Lizardos. Maybe just also wants to take it slow. He has right now, of course, the major advantage of having the Chaos Hunter on the field.
Yeah, it sticks on the field, so the next turn it will still
I
have
think
the
he has a
ability
starter.
to
And look
prevent
at
the
that.
banishment.
We use the Fire King Island, and we said he just picked up the structure decks, but guess what? There's a quarter-century rare Fire King Island, so he upgraded a little bit, I want to
And
say.
the Ulcanix as well. We destroy it. Chainlink 2 Ulcanix. Chainlink 1 Garunix.
Euronics.
And there is Garunix, and Steven does not know what's happening to him here. This is completely crazy, but called by the Grave in his
But
hand
remember,
now,
yeah.
completely also shut off because the Chaos Hunter, of course, sticks to the field. And I'm sure Dinkabui is not going to link off that Chaos Hunter. I would be very surprised if he did.
It's gonna stay on the field for a long time, and maybe Stefan will have something later on if he survives this turn, but I really doubt it because he's in a really tough spot right now.
I mean, we're already out of the battle phase.
That's
Yeah,
true.
right, that's right.
We attacked over the Lizardos, so,
That's
so
right.
there will be another turn. However, you're going to have to deal with Chaos Hunter plus the setup.
Is there a reason to get rid of the Lizardos?
That's what I was thinking. Is there anything, like, can we profit off of the Lizardos on the field? I don't see anything, to be honest. Like, we could have just had more attack points on the field to deal more damage, right?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. But
Torrential
maybe he
Tribute?
has a good reason.
Torrential Tribute is one that I could think of, but I
Maybe.
don't think Steven has that card there.
Are you sure that you're not absolutely okay with the Torrential Tribute?
I mean, that gets
Might
rid of
be
the
the
Chaos
case,
Hunter,
yeah.
but we just destroy the Call by the Grave. Usually a good card against the Fire King strategy, but not when Chaos Hunter is sitting on the
But I mean,
field.
I'm surprised that Dinkabui is not smirking right now because of this popping the Cult by the Grave after Chaos Huntering your opponent. This must feel great. It's like, I mean, I knew I was right, but seeing this on stream, amazing.
Yep, I
It
would love
validates the whole strategy, basically.
for sure. I would love to live in the hat of Dinkabui for just one day, and I think today is a pretty good day to choose
I'm
because
surprised that you haven't so far,
yeah,
to be honest.
agree. But okay, look at that. I think we activated just 3 cards. Oh wait, no, we're just confirming that we just activated all of these cards already, and now, oh, are we going to use Sky? We're using
Yeah.
Skybird on our own cards, but also, of course,
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
opponent's cards there. Steven chaining.
Forcing the MTP so that he's able to search a MALIS monster and DGWCO6 as well.
Now, the thing is that you've already been out of battle phase, so you're actually giving your opponent quite the cards here.
Okay, yep. There comes the Dormouse. Still, you're eliminating those trap cards, which are like, it's easier to deal with cards on the field compared to cards just that you don't know about in the spell trap
Exactly.
zone, right? Therefore, I do think Dinkabui is aware of what he's doing here. Okay, 1 card in hand, 1 Dormouse. Do we now... Yeah, can we out the Dormouse, though? That's actually a very interesting question. To be fair, though, it's not really a threat, right? Dormouse on the field compared to the Chaos Hunter still on the field.
is a big deal. It's such a big deal.
Does we... Okay, whoa, we're passing like this. Look, that's what I have been saying. Like, the deck just doesn't really pick up anything. In standby phase, we recycle the Ponix back to our hand, and it's over to Steven now.
But there is something really huge right there for Stefan. He drew the impermanence to get rid of the Chaos Hunter. The problem is that he might not survive the next turn because, yeah, last turn, of course, Dinkabui attacked over the Lizardos, but this time he might go for game. So will Stefan be there the next turn to survive?
Look at this. He searched with the MTP-07. He searched for the Chessy Cat, and Chessy Cat doesn't play alone. Otherwise, you just attack into Chaos Hunter, normal summon something else that you could have searched, like a Dormouse, and then just normal summon that one. So basically, by searching the Chessy Cat, you took away your win condition of drawing impermanence.
Okay, normal summoning out the chassis cat. All right, but what now? Oh, wait. Oh, we could go Nightmare Phoenix destroying the Fire King Island here, possibly.
Yeah.
And that would
That's a
destroy the
huge
Chaos
play.
Hunter. Possibly.
That's a huge
link
play.
to Nightmare
He's doing
Phoenix.
it.
Okay, but we have to give up another card from our hand. What do we do after
we
is the
don't
question.
play anything at all after this. Also, Dinkabui has another Chaos Hunter in hand, but there are so many triggers. There was a Fire Monster destroyed now via card effect. Garunix is going to trigger. Garunix can send a Kirin from deck. Kirin can summon something back, pop the Phoenix,
True.
have the Ponix in hand. There is so much going on for Dinkabui. He doesn't look happy about it, but I'm sure that he's cooking up something already here.
Yeah, and I think the general concept of this deck basically is just to play around as many things as possible in the meta game right now. You're kind of playing around Fuvalos, you're even playing around Typhon because you're just not summoning from the extra deck at all. You're playing around Nibiru as well because you don't summon that many monsters. This deck is just basically the approach of keeping it simple, but still keeping it very consistent.
You do this every time. You told me that you played around talents in one game, but just not activating anything
Yeah,
at all.
so
and
proud of that.
Then your opponent broke your board completely. How is this playing around something if you just don't do anything? Why is it working? Dinkabui, what is in your head? What is this mastermind doing? Just not activating cards. How is that the way to win a tournament? I don't get it, but it's working.
He's just casually playing the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, which we all love so much, and he's kind of doing it on another level, to be honest, because the way
This is so great.
this mastermind is thinking is truly uncomparable right now. Even explaining to the judges what he's doing currently right now, because nobody really could follow what he's doing, honestly. But now Ponix, of course, activating in hand, and you can use both effects of Ponix in the same turn. It was just returned to the hand with standby phase, but still completely legal to now use the other effect of it as well.
See, you're so right. This plays around everything in the format.
Yeah, even Bestial as well.
It doesn't.
This is the solution. This is the solution.
You will get it when you won the YCS. Don't worry about it. You will have a couple more rounds from him to watch. No, I mean, it's a very, very dangerous call, though, because if you don't draw those answers, especially in game one where you don't have them in your deck just yet, I think breaking a full MALIS field seems almost impossible with the Fire
which
King
deck
cards.
does that?
Yeah, that's true. Very good call.
Almost none.
Very, very true.
It's very hard.
All right.
Now,
but
draw for turn.
But funnily enough, we mentioned about the Crystron deck last round, and Crystron against Detonator, kind of fun because they're just destroying your cards.
Yeah.
Guess what? Fire King likes getting their own cards destroyed as well, so
Absolutely.
I feel like the Ryzio matchup should generally be kind of
But also,
fine as well.
how do you out the detonator?
Just attack over it. Like, your monsters start to get so big, you can just attack over it.
It can be protected as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have multiple
Once.
monsters to attack over it.
But the problem is that you won't have a lot of monsters who will have more than 3,000.
Of course,
Sure.
Of course, he has extra deck space for Hita.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, not only one. There's multiple Hitas, of course, Leo. How could you question it? But now, is that a Link 4?
Link-
Do we see X's Code Talker? No, we
No,
go into
it is the
Promethean
princess.
Princess.
Basti, we play fire monsters here.
Okay,
Oh.
Infinite Impermanence. That's the last card in hand, right? Last card in hand, Infinite Impermanence.
No more
Absolute
known
field day
cards.
here.
Oh, but look at that. That's already a massive amount of damage just like that.
That's another interruption, by the way. Or it's
Yeah.
the first interruption ever, by the way. Just to go into
And
the
little
Promethean
by
Princess
little,
here. But
he's
do
going to
we even
attack
make this off?
his
And
opponents.
Main phase 2, Dinkabui.
600.
Oh, it's 2 set
He's
cards.
passing on this. He's not even linking this off. He doesn't even need to link this off.
And now, Steven looking for his top deck. Is there something that can save him here? Or is he just going to be another person that
Might
Dinkabui
be
is winning against?
difficult.
Okay,
Normal summon
Dormouse off
Dormouse.
the top. That ain't bad. But
Whoa.
there is the Skybird. And there's
this
Steven
is
getting
just
it started.
over.
And it is over. Dinkabui, the quick and easy 2-0 once again. Fire Kings are still burning, and they are 4-0 in the tournament in this YCS Birmingham. And of course, in the hands of Dinkabui.
What just happened?
This
He
game
won
was
the game.
fire. Literally.
He understands.
For real, for real.
He understands
Literally.
it.
Oh wow, Dinkabui just going in with another crazy meta call. I mean, game one I think could have gone into the favor of MALIS if it
Yeah.
was for more Link Decoder action in there.
True.
But game two with the Chaos Hunter was such an amazing call that could work for any deck here. Playing around Designator, playing around Called by the Grave, being significantly weaker to Thrust. I want to mention that if you're playing versus a Thrust deck and they use Thrust, they can just search talents and take out the Chaos Hunter immediately, so that basically negates the whole thing.
That's the thing, yeah. It's honestly...
risky.
I want to say the downsides are as many as the upsides.
Yeah.
It's really,
Yeah.
it's not crystal clear saying, hey, Chaos Hunter is a completely valid decision to make. It's it's a little bit of a high
It's
roll
high
call.
risk,
Yeah.
high reward. But the problem is that Chaos Hunter, if it gets taken by this talent, then you're in a tough spot because you got rid of one card in your hand, of course.
True.
The Chaos Hunter on the field, you don't have anything, so you have 3 cards in the hand, and your opponent is just like laughing at you with this Chaos Hunter, and he can just link it off.
And you
that's
probably use it
the
against the Dormouse. If you use it against Malice and Underground, much better.
That's what I was about to say, though. Maybe, and I'm pretty sure that is the case, maybe we just found a way where to use the Chaos Hunter more efficiently. So maybe when then the talents is in their hand, they can't really go into anything necessarily with the Chaos Hunter anymore. Possibly just locking them into Cybers already. So like maybe it is a later Chaos Hunter. It was used pretty early here, but you don't know. This guy just knows all the stuff, so maybe he knows something that we don't know, to be honest.
He's a mastermind, so...
At the end of the day, maybe there's some more reasoning to the Chaos Hunter that we immediately know of. But I mean, it's good to know because he's going to be, of course, on analysis very much after this round as well. So possibly himself answering those questions that we are asking ourselves right now.
Don't forget that there's also going to be more card reveals after this round. One card reveal. After every round, we're going to reveal a card of the Stampede set coming out soon. So that is going to be pretty cool. What did we have so far? We had the Chaos Max that was on us so far.
Of course, round number 1, Skull Servant. And then I think round 2 was Buster Blader as well. I like the Buster Blader one. I'm a Joey guy.
He is a fan favorite, of course. So, not surprising.
You could play a Buster Blader together with the Blue Eyes cards too.
True, you can do that. Absolutely. That's true. That's a nice little budget idea for the structure deck and then combining it with the... Yeah, I like that. That's a pretty cool one. But yeah, overall, Malice so far here on feature not looking too good, right? They lost against Crystron, now they lost against Fire King. It is the most represented pure deck in the tournament, but so far it's not really... I mean, it is making its way into the featured matches, which is already a good sign, right? They are undefeated before they even get here. But here then, in the spotlight, so far, so not so good, I would say.
So, sometimes
went the same thing.
It's great.
You pick Fire King.